Alrighty.
Sorry, we had
How's the mother?
yeah.
Well, welcome back. As you guys have just walked up to the shuttle, and you have been greeted by the shuttle. Hello, where would you like to go?
Captain.
To the Respectus Tavern.
Respectus Tavern, searching database. That is located in Endeavor. Please pay 20 credits.
You heard the bot, Captain.
There is a reader on all shuttles, kind of like we're on the front dash or whatever. You can just wave your credit straight over it. It will deduct 20 credits.
I had just written down a researcher. What was the chick's name that we're supposed to be looking for?
Taylor Soren. TaelaSoryn.
Well, I pay the 20.
Okay, you pay the 20 credits and thank you. And the shuttle takes off at an alarming speed. The trip from where you currently are to Endeavor will take roughly 20 minutes. It's 50 kilometers away, but it's moving at a pretty good get up. As you approach Endeavor, Endeavor is the third largest city on the planet Avalon. Almost all life can be found on Avalon, but primarily human android Vesk and Yosoki are the most common on Avalon, along with droids. Uh, all kinds of droids, mostly androids, but there are a lot of machine type, low AI functioning droids here that do a lot of the menial work, as in drive your shuttles, sweep the streets, man bars, serve food. All these things that would normally on other planets be done by people are done by droids. Avalon is the center of everything that goes to the pack worlds relating to technology. Avalon, the first inhabitants of Avalon, the first ones, actually created the drift drive that all ships use to travel the drift. The first ones no longer are on Avalon. No one actually knows what happened to their society. They just kind of up and disappeared. And now mostly it's still a technological wonder, this entire city. As you get close to the center of getting inside the city of Endeavor, you see more now as you're traveling these streets that all of these buildings are carved out of this granite material. It is all rock. It is all laser cut precision. The streets are straight. Think of downtown New York, where you have perfect blocks. You know, the buildings straight up and down, symmetrical. This is a very nondescript, useful in its design city. There's no you can't really get lost in Endeavor.
Oh, I bet I could.
Endeavor is split into 3 zones. Um, the northernmost zone, let me see. Yeah, the northernmost zone is the business district. It's made up of your shops, your markets, your inns, your taverns. Your pretty much your everything can really be found um, in this business district. The second is kind of the central hub of Endeavor, as you see on the map. The central is where you find everything that is crafted. So all the large factories and the things that are churning out wonders. It's pretty much located in the center of Endeavor. It is your industrial area, and it's 99% of everything is factory related. The southernmost area of Endeavor is where most of your people live. All the inhabitants, their domiciles, everything right there is usually found there. Where you are going is to the northern area. In the northern district, as you pass through the southern, you wind through the central, and then you get up to the northern district. Your shuttle stops outside of a one-story, not a very large building, but it is a lot larger than any of the taverns you've currently seen. It's bigger than the bar that you saw on Absalom Station by a lot. But it is a one-story, carved out of rock building. The front sliding door is a standard heavy metal sliding door, and up above it, it's actually etched into the rock, the Respectus. Here you will disembark your shuttle. Thank you, and he will drive away. You are now in front of the Respectus.
Nice place. Let's go in.
After you, Captain.
Take a look.
As you enter the Respectus, roll for.
What was
No.
it? Roll for.
No, I was just kidding. I was going to say roll for initiative, but I'm just kidding. This tavern is, like I said, on the outside, it is nondescript. It is rock. It is carved out of a fucking piece of granite. Inside is drastically different. There is not a single stitch of rock that you can find. The inside of a tavern, as you walk in, you are immediately assaulted with wood. And I mean, they have wood paneled walls, looks like a dark oak or a maple, not quite sure. There is a wood floor. There are wooden tables. The entire place is nothing but wood, which is a welcome sight on this completely rock world. But this bar has everything, and everything is covered in wood. On the southern side of the bar, there's a bar that stretches the entire length of the wall. You see two individuals. You see a human male and a robot, kind of like what you saw driving the shuttle, both manning the bar. At this hour, say roughly 11 in the morning, it's not packed. There are a few patrons. There are a couple at the bar. There's a couple playing games on one of the tables. It's pretty sparse right here. It's a nice place.
Okay, I'm gonna walk up to the bar and order a drink.
Okay. You approach the bar. Male. He's roughly 5'9". He's a slight round belly, close. He's got a cropped haircut. It's black. He has a full bushy beard, thin rimmed glasses. As you approach, he sees you coming, smiles big. What can I do for you guys? The name's Jordy.
Good evening, there. Sorry, wrong accent.
What? You having problems there, are you?
Sorry, I had an out of RPG experience there.
It's all right. What can I do for you?
Yeah, can I get a whiskey there, Specs?
Whiskey. Yeah, give me a sec. Anybody else want anything while I'm dishing up some drinks?
Yeah, I'll make that 2. I'll take 1 as well.
2 whiskeys. What about you 2?
Why not?
3
I'll
whiskeys.
take 1.
Make it 4. LaForge, bring me 4 whiskeys. You see Jordy yell over to the robot LaForge.
Oh Lord! And you were worried about copyright.
As the robot, right away, Jordy. And he goes to grabbing glasses. So, as LaForge is over there making your drinks, what can I do for you? I haven't seen you guys around here much. As he's looking over the group of you, he stops at Kalia for just a second, giving you a weird look, but passes on.
Well,
Cap-
yeah, we're actually we're new in town, kind of looking around, seeing what's here. Haven't really spent much time in Endeavor.
Well, you're seeing it. I mean, have you seen the place? It's all like perfectly square, rectangled, perfect. It kind of drives me crazy. That's why I made this all wood. What do you think?
Nice touch.
LaForge, you got those damn drinks yet? LaForge comes over, and you'll notice as LaForge puts the drinks in front of you, he has given you 4 ales and not.
Give it to a droid. Did not know his.
Yo, Specs, this is not what I ordered.
What? God damn it, LaForge, you fucked up another order. Y'all get those whiskeys. Those are on the house, actually. So he kind of steps back. He hurries over, grabs a bottle, grabs 4 shot glasses, and then pours 4 whiskeys and slides them right in front of you.
That's what I'm talking about.
LaForge, go clean something, please. And LaForge kind of he moves off to the side, but he doesn't go far. You can tell he's not doing anything that Jordy tells him to do, correct? Well, you guys got a place to stay because I have rooms here.
Nice.
Could use the credits too, if you know, just gonna say.
Maybe you could help us out with some information as well.
Information? I could do some information. You gonna stay? He gives you. He kind of pauses on the "Are you gonna stay" part. Oh, easy. 100 credits for a week, all of you. 100 credits total. That's it.
Sounds
Yeah,
good to me.
yeah, I get a room too.
Sure.
Uh, the rooms here um, are all communal rooms. So each particular room has 4 beds in it and a common area. There are no single rooms in this place, which is why he has a 100 credit a week for all of you. If you are, I don't care how you guys split it up. If all of you wanted to deduct 25 credits or one of you deduct 100, it doesn't matter.
I went ahead and did 100. I got this.
Okay, you wave your
Asha.
Yeah,
You
thanks,
would-
Gearbox.
wave the credit, stick in front of him. He scans it. Yeah, it'll be right back. He points over on the eastern side of the wall. You see a sliding door. Hey, just go through that door, last one on the right. That's where your rooms will be. You said something about information. What could Jordy help you with today?
Well, we're actually looking for a researcher by the name of Kayla Soren. She was supposed to be meeting a contact here, and don't know if she's someone that you might be familiar with.
Nope, ever heard of it. Don't know nothing about no researcher. And he quickly goes to grabbing a rag and wiping the bar off. Someone give me a sense motive.
I was to say was just looking at my skills.
Is this all of
Kalia,
us?
no, I just said someone give. Kalia, shoot. You can tell he knew exactly who you met as soon as you said the name. Jordy.
Hey, Jordy.
Yeah. What can I do for you?
I'm gonna re-ask this question. Do you know if you've ever heard of Taylor Soren?
Nope. About that time, LaForge slides over just a little. You're lying to them, and then slides back over.
I knew you were lying. What are you lying for?
God damn it, LaForge, keep your mouth shut. Yeah, I knew of her. Taylor, whatever her name is, Dambrisa. She was here 10 days ago. She asked for a room, she paid for the room, and I swear that's the last I saw of her. She was here, she got a room, she went into a damn room, she came out for a drink, and then she went back to her room, and I haven't seen her since.
You didn't go look in the room.
She's paid up for a month. What do I care? You notice, actually, I don't know if you do.
Then why did you feel like you had to lie to us?
What? I don't know per se.
I kind of think you do. Pull my gun out and set it on the bar and just spin it. I kind of think you do.
Give me an intimidation. He looks at your weapon. Hey, don't bother me. But you notice LaForge immediately throw his robot arms up and say, "Don't shoot me!"
I give up. I give up. Right.
I give up. I give up.
Okay, could I
So,
try to
so
intimidate
how
him?
about you show us which room this is that she was in?
LaForge, she was here. She. Jordy reaches over and slaps him on the back of the head. Ooh, thank you. She was here. She met with an android. Looks like that one. And points to Asha. 10 days ago. Short meeting. Left early morning. Haven't seen her since. Jordy now looks over at LaForge with apparent disgust. Fucking robot. Yeah, she's. Go back through. She's the last one on the left. Here's the code to get into the room. He provides you with the code for the room.
All right, let's go check that out.
Okay. You go through. You get to the door on the left. You enter the code on the keypad on the door. The door opens up. You walk in. The lights immediately come on, and you can see that he has carried this wood motif through everywhere. It is just like the main part. The answer is yes. Um, it's wood paneling, wood floor, even the bed wood framed. It's this wood motif is just everywhere. But the room is empty. The bed is made. There is a table on the east side of the room with one chair. On the west side of the room, there is a closet type opening. There's no doors. It's just a cutout in the room, and where clothing would hang. There's also a bathroom on that same wall, and on the opposite side is 3 other beds. Okay. So who's going into the room to check it out?
I'll go.
Okay, Kalia's going to go. Asha is hanging back at the bar. Who's doing what?
I'm gonna sit at the bar.
You're going to send to the bar. Zobak, what are we doing?
I'll go with Kalia.
Okay, so you two are going to go to the room. So we'll start with you guys. Bar will hold off right there. I'll just say you guys are just kind of sipping your ales for it. So as you guys enter this room, it is empty. There are 3 beds on one side, 1 bed on the other. Table on the east wall. On the west wall is a communal type bathroom and an area to hang clothing.
Is there any luggage or looks like there's any of her belongings in the room?
Give me a perception check, both of you. Just a quick glance around. You don't see any belongings. There's no bags. There's nothing hanging up. It doesn't appear to you that anyone's.
I would like to search the beds, like in the mattresses, under pillows, under the beds, that kind of stuff.
Okay, give me another perception, please.
Ooh.
That is a much better perception. As you search under the beds, you're pretty much you're not being gentle about this. You're stripping through this. You're really looking deep. The only thing that you do find, and I can't believe you rolled a fucking 28. You do find uh, a piece of stone. It is a piece of rock, but carved into the rock is a symbol. And I didn't think you would ever find this. So let me find the symbol. It looks like this.
You probably should have shared that with just them. Since we're not up there.
I probably should have. That was my fault. Ignore that. You two don't know that.
I'll exit out of mine and out of Phineas as well, or Charlotte's.
Hey Zobak, look at this.
What is it?
It's a stone, but look at the carving on it. What do you think it is?
Give me a culture check, Zobak.
Should I
have
do a
no
culture check
idea.
too?
Yeah, give me a culture check.
Hold on, I'm trying to get this window fixed.
Neither, neither one
Dim
of you
rolls.
have any idea what that is.
Let's go see if the other two can figure out what this is. Is there anything else in the room that we would have found with my perception?
Nope, that is all you have found, and you're damn lucky to have found.
Could I check like where the clothes are hanging up, like if anything's there?
Sure, give me a perception. You search where the clothes should be hanging. It is bare. There's nothing there. There's no clothes. There's no nothing. It's completely.
All right.
Okay, let's go back out there and talk to Jordy, because I want to know where all her stuff is.
I take the stone
And
with
he's
you.
still holding back on something.
Yes, you guys can take the stone with you. Okay, as you guys, I'm gonna skip over to Asha and Cyric. Still at.
Asha just ran to the restroom, but I am here.
Okay, so I'll do this real quick because he already sent me a message. Asha, calls Jordy over to the bar. She looks at her data pad and she flashes a picture in uh, Jordy's direction. Jordy looks at the picture. Yeah, I saw him once. He came by 4 days ago. He met with this Taylor girl. Real short. He was here for like a couple minutes, and then he just left. I didn't catch anything else. As she's uh, pulling a pulling back her data pad, LaForge gets a view of the image, and he quickly moves to the other side of the bar and begins.
Okay, so who is it that he met with a few days ago?
You showed him the picture of Blorin, and he did recognize Blorin. As you were pulling the data pad back, well, he told you that he did see him well, it's 10 days ago now. As she arrived, the same day she arrived, they met for just a couple of minutes, real short. He didn't catch anything that was said. As you were pulling the data pad back, LaForge catches a glimpse of it, goes to the other side of the bar and starts cleaning.
Okay, I'm gonna walk over to the bar and ask LaForge what's up.
What do you mean? What do you mean, what's up?
You don't lie any better than he does. You took off as soon as you saw the picture. What's the deal?
Nothing.
Out with it.
Give me a Give me a diplomacy. Oh, very nice. Okay. I might have heard him over you talking because I was not paying attention at all. He might have invited Taylor to the ruins of eternity. That's all I know.
That's all. Okay.
Yep.
What is the ruins of eternity?
It's the ruins of eternity. It's a place. It's ruins.
Okay. Well, I'm new to this planet, so break it down for me.
It's an old ruin of the city of eternity. As he's looking at you, his eyes are darting from left to right, uh, like he's trying to think, but he can't quite process. Give me a culture check.
Culture.
I All right, it was fine. Yeah, you know from a little bit of the history of the planet. There is a place to the east of where you are. There is a place called Eternity where the city of Eternity used to be. The city was pre-gap, so it was it's thousands of years old.
So that's
And
why it's ruins.
yes, it is now in ruins, and yeah, that's what you know. You know that it's currently a ruined city that used to be, um, used back then.
Okay, well that fits with what they were looking for because the last and I will share this with what is your name? Cyric. I keep forgetting the name. So that
Thanks,
fits.
there, Gilbox.
So turning back to Cyric, well, that fits with what I last knew, but that was 10 years ago. The last mission before he disappeared, uh, he was researching pre-gap technologies.
So maybe we should head there. I mean, there's got to be some kind of sign that if something happened, if that's the last place he went, there's got to be some kind of sign if something happened to him. Explain to me though, this gap technology or this gap civilization, whatever it is. Explain that to me.
As you're saying this, you see Kalia and Zobak approaching.
Hey, you guys. So guess what?
What's up there,
There
Conehead?
was nothing. There was nothing in there. None of her luggage, no belongings, no anything. But we did find this. And then I'll show them the stone.
Okay. Do you need me to share the image with you again?
You should be able to drag and drop the picture over both of us, and that'll indeed share the picture with us.
Okay.
To me, it looks like a fly. But you know.
So from
Okay. My
Did you guys
turn.
get it?
No.
Yeah.
Or there that is. Okay.
I'm gonna walk up and ask Jordy if he knows anything about this symbol.
Okay, you approach Jordy. What can I do for you again? You need another drink?
No, do you know anything about this symbol? And I'll hold it up and show him.
He reaches out, takes the symbol from your hand. He looks at it for a minute, hands it back. That's like, I don't. I'm not the one to ask about that. There's a lot of researchers you could probably ask. I've never seen that before.
I'm gonna ask him where all of her belongings went to. If she was renting the room for a month, where is all of her stuff? Yeah, I'm asking this.
Okay. Yeah, I don't. She didn't come in with a lot of stuff anyway. She came in with a bag, and that's it. After she had the meeting with the guy, she went back to her room. Oh, she slept. She got up early in the morning. She left, and that's it. She had a bag with her, but that's all. I told you everything I know. She may have taken it with her.
I'm just gonna eye him suspiciously and say, okay.
Yo, let me take a look at that symbol again. I'm gonna get on the world or the intergalactic web and see if there's anything I can pull up on my computer from it.
Okay.
Which should have our video on because it totally lifted my arm up and was pretending to type on my fucking hand here.
Okay. Give me a computers check. Okay. You search on the interwebs, put the image up there. You're not getting any real hits. The only thing you can find is a reference to the Starfinder Society and ongoing research. But it is flagged as ongoing research and you cannot access it. It needs clearance higher than what you currently have to find out any information about that particular symbol.
Okay, so Captain, what I found was this has got something to do with the Starfinder Academy. Maybe we should go send a message to what's his face, our boss, Criskin, Chris Kick or whatever his name was.
It's a good idea.
Oh wow, that was very cut out. What was that?
Yeah, I told her she just roboted out.
I said it's a good idea.
Give Sire, give me a culture check, please. Okay.
I think maybe we should go settle in for it looks like a good trip over to eternity. Maybe we should settle in, rest up, get something to eat, at least for a few minutes. Send this message maybe in one of the rooms somewhere a little more private than out here before we head up to eternity. At least make sure somebody knows where we're going.
agree.
Yeah, it sounds like a plan to me.
Yep.
Okay, so you guys retire to your room for a brief minute. Who's going to send the message?
I will ask as we're heading to the room, if he can have LaForge run in some food.
Yeah. What do you want? You have pretty much. They've got meat dishes, vegetables, anything you would normally have to eat is available here. Their special is currently uh, it is a beef stew.
Yeah, that'll be fine. Just specials all around.
4 specials coming up. You hear that, LaForge? 4 specials.
Yeah,
Get it to the rep.
hey, wait, no. Put extra cheese in mine.
It doesn't come with cheese.
Put the put cheese in it. And then put extra.
Fine, whatever.
just send a block of cheese. He'll be fine.
You know, I am a mouse. Or rat, whatever you want to call it.
I'm a lizard. You don't see me eating bugs.
Maybe you're not playing a very good lizard.
Wow. I mean, I would reference a certain kobold at this point, but
Right? I mean, that's how you play a lizard.
so he nods to you. You guys retire to the room. Who's sending the message?
I probably can. As the operations officer for the ship, but I have my personal computer. I can send one.
Okay, what exactly are you sending to Kriskis?
I'm going to snap a picture of that symbol and send in a message along with what we have found. I'm just going to say we received information that she did meet up with Lauren and that they may have been heading towards the ruins of eternity. And we found this symbol and we are going to go check that out. But we wanted to check in and make sure he knew where we were headed, since
Okay,
people seem to be disappearing around here.
fair enough. What you do know, and this all of you, just general information, I gave it at some point, but just as a refresh, what you guys know about the interwebs and sending messages within a world, it is instant. So if you're on one side of the world and you want to send a message to the other side of the world, it's instant, just like an instant message would be. From world to world, depending on the distance, it will take a number of um, hours in order to get there.
Hours is still pretty fucking quick.
It is pretty quick, but you're only 2 planets away from Absalom Station. It's not that long. If you were more towards the, say Lavara or whatever, or even the outer rim, it would take a couple of days. It will roughly take about 8 hours to reach Kriskis, and then another 8 in order to get back to you.
All right. While we're in the room, also back to Cyric. You asked about the gap and the pre-gap stuff that they were researching.
Yeah.
From what I understand, just from Lauren's research, what I knew about it, he didn't talk a lot about it until he could prove something. But from what I understand, the gap is like it's a technology gap. Everything was just like reset button thing. What he was working on was trying to prove that the technologies that existed before the gap were just as advanced as what we have now, if not more so, and that possibly the gap was an event that was caused by that technology or meant to get rid of that technology, but possibly because of something dangerous that had been developed. So we might ought to, especially going back into a pre-gap city, we may want to be careful and keep our eyes out if it's something make people disappear worth.
Sounds good to me.
About this time, Jordy or not Jordy, excuse me, LaForge comes rolling up to the room, um, punches in the code. The door opens and he comes in with 4 steaks and sides.
Does he have a block of cheese at least?
He does have a block of cheese.
It'll do.
Ha! I got your order, guys. Here you go. He sets it down and immediately leaves.
Freaking robot. I think he needs an upgrade.
Why is short circuit there always panicking?
Can I use my engineering kit and try to zap LaForge into following directions?
You would have to go out to the bar. I mean, you can certainly try.
Might be worth a shot.
All right, your meals are presented. Let's see, I'm going to say mid afternoon, roughly 2, 3 o'clock after. You have the remainder of the day. You can either head to eternity, you could stay until tomorrow. You're pretty much free for tomorrow.
I would like to go back out to the bar and talk to Jordy, ask him about because I assume if it's a ruins, there's not going to be like regular transportation. Ask about transportation to get over to the ruins and where would be a good place to stock up on any supplies we might need.
Okay, so you head out to the bar. Notice now, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. There's a few more patrons around. Uh, Moving up to the bar, ordering drinks. A lot of the tables, roughly half of them, are now taken with people sitting down and eating. It's a lot more full than what it was. You approach the bar. Jordy sees you, gives you a nod, finishes dishing out a drink to one of the patrons, comes back. Yeah, what can I do? Was food all right?
You seriously need to have your droid upgraded.
He does that. I don't know why. I think he does it on purpose.
Maybe I can take a look at him for you.
You can try. I've tried several times. He just short circuits on. So what'd you need?
I was wondering what you could tell me about transportation options to get out to eternity.
Oh, you can take a shuttle.
There's a
Shuttle?
shuttle to the ruins?
Yeah, well, 2 years ago it was excavated, so it was. They dug it all up and put it on display. There's shuttles that go out there all the time.
Oh, all right. What about nearby place to shop for some supplies? Is there a place to stay out there by eternity, or just like a day trip?
Well, I mean, I've never been out to eternity myself. It's an excavated city, so I don't think like there's a hotel or nothing. I mean, I don't know. I've never been. He looks around the room, and he spots a half elf woman sitting at a table. You know what? Why don't you talk to? You see that elf right there? As you look, she's the only elf. Elves are not common, so when you see an elf, they stand out. Her sister, some shit, was a researcher. She probably knows more.
All right. I'll go ahead and thank him, and I'll go over to the elf.
Okay. He gives you a nod. Goes back to what he was doing. Um, you walk over. She's sitting against the far wall at a table. She has food and a drink. As you approach her, you can tell she's thin. She has very pale skin. She has long chestnut brown hair, around 5 foot tall. She is drop dead gorgeous. And if you're a android, so but if you know, being if you were of the male variety, human elf or whatever, this would be a keeper. You approach. She looks up at you, looks back down at her food.
Hey, excuse me. I don't mean to interrupt your meal, but wondered if I could ask you a question.
Oh, me? Oh, sure. Sit down, please.
Okay, I'll take a seat across from her and uh Barkeep says you may can tell me about eternity.
The ruins? Yeah, well, I guess I could. My name's Talora Brent.
I'm never gonna remember all these names. All right. Well, we're heading out there, looking for another part of our research team that may have headed out ahead of us. Didn't know what you might suggest as far as gear to take with us, or if there's a place to stay. Should we need to stay overnight?
Well, all the information that I know came from my sister, Zelandra. She was a part of the research team, excavation team. 2 years ago, when they cleared out the ruins, they dug out the city, essentially. It's not rebuilt or anything, but it was just for a research endeavor. Um, Sadly, she was killed in the ruins. Um, a, a cave in. She was struck by a rock. But anyway, as far as I know, it's just an excavated site. There's no amenities there.
Well, I'm sorry for your loss. I wasn't told that your sister was no longer with us, but I do appreciate that information.
Oh, you're quite welcome. If you guys are going to the ruins, yes?
That is the current plan. Yes.
I hate to be a bother, but could I ask a small favor?
Well, what might that be?
You see, my sister's body was never recovered in the ruins, and I know now it's just bone, but if you do find it, she had a necklace, a family heirloom. I have nothing of my sister, and if you do happen to come across it, if you could bring it to me, I'd pay you 1,000 credits. It, if you could recover it for me.
Well, I sure keep my eyes open while we're looking around. Do you have a picture or tell me what this necklace looks like?
Oh yes, I don't have a picture, but it was a it was a gold chain, and it was a large ornate blue crystal, and it has a yellow eye in the middle. It looks sort of like a dragon's eye. It's all painted. It's not a real dragon's eye, but my sister loved it, and so did I.
We'll keep an eye out for it.
You were not there.
Well,
Uh,
I will. Seems like it would be hard to miss. I will keep my eyes open while we're out there.
Thank you ever so much. If there's anything else I can help you with,
I believe that's what I needed. Thank you.
thank you. And please do be careful. The ruins are dangerous. So you finished speaking with the half-elf woman?
Yeah, I can. Before I go back and join the others in the room, though, where is the fort?
LaForge is on the east side of the bar, serving guests.
All right, I'm gonna watch for him to go back to the bar.
Okay, a few minutes he makes his way to the bar.
All right, I'm gonna approach him. Hey, you, come here for a minute.
Yeah, what do you need?
I'm going to see if I can fix his computer.
Are you asking him or are you just trying to grab him and do it?
Hey, come here. I need to fix something there on your control panel.
What do you want to do? You trying to shut me down?
No, I'm trying to upgrade you.
You can upgrade me?
Depends. Can you come here?
Okay, fine. He presents his arm. His hand will curl down, and where his wrist would be, it will open up and expose a port. And you can plug in there. 22, what are you trying to do?
I'm trying to find the follow directions controls. Like see if there's like a sequence missing or something that the do what you're told to do part of his functionality.
Okay. So as you're looking through the line of code, you notice a strange line of code that starts with if Jordy says this, do opposite of that.
Is there anything to indicate who put that in there?
No, it's just the line of code. You're not sure where it came from, but you do see that if Jordy tells him to make a drink or food or whatever, he tends to get it wrong, and it seems to be programmed to get it wrong every time.
Can I just take out that little line of programming?
You can, yes.
Okay, let's do that and save and see what happens.
Okay, so you do that. You disconnect. Did you upgrade me?
I think it works. We will see. Hey, Jordy,
Yeah.
what do you need LaForge to do today?
His fucking job. That'd be nice.
All right, let's try this out. I think I fixed him. What do you need him to do? Tell him to do something.
Go make a gin and tonic. He's gonna fuck.
Just hold on.
LaForge goes over, starts to prepare a drink. He comes back with a strawberry daiquiri.
Okay, well that didn't.
Did you hit apply?
I said I was saving it. Come on. Smart ass over there.
Zobak, add 100 credits to your money, please.
Yeah, that's
An actual thing.
That was fucking hilarious.
Exactly. Give yourself 100 credits for that, buddy. That was good.
I'm gonna tell Jordy. Well, I tried to look at him. You might want to have him. You might want to take him into the shop. Somebody had him programmed to do the opposite of whatever you said. I don't know about his drink making ability.
100 credits?
Yes. You had him programmed to do what?
The opposite of whatever you told him to do.
That was my ex-wife's fucking robot.
Well, that explains a whole lot. Maybe that'll help some, but I don't know about installing bartending software.
Yeah, shit. Yeah, I'll deal with it later.
At least you know where the problem is. I'm gonna join the others back in the room and fill them in on what I found out.
Okay. You go back to the room. You guys, she fills you in on what's going on. I will say it's around 5 o'clock in the evening right now.
Well, I know personally, just from when I was looking at the items and stuff before, I'd like to look at a few items that we might, because we're not gonna have a ship or an inn, so I know there was at least like tents and things.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that. Something to sleep on or things like that.
Okay. Shit. You guys have rolled enough culture checks for that. You guys, um, this is a very technologically advanced world, just like Absalom Station, and you guys have passed several kiosks coming in. So, especially for general items, you can just go to a kiosk and get what you need to get.
What is the atmosphere here like? Is it breathable?
Yes, atmosphere is breathable. It's just hot in the sun and cold in the but yes, it is breathable.
So are we in the hot, in the cold, or somewhere in between?
Currently, because the cities were carved out of the stone inside the buildings, they're all regulated temperature to whatever the building is. Uh, Outside in the sun, it's really fucking hot, but you're protected by your suit. Um, and of course, if you go underground, it's cold, but you're still protected. Your armor and spacesuit, uh, armor slash spacesuit, has regulating temperature. While you're inside a building, you could take it off and be fine. But if you're going to go outside a building, you do need your armor on to regulate the temperature and protect you.
All right, then I'm going to actually purchase this. It's called Tent Mobile Hotelier. It says that it does require a battery, but it basically provides the same protection as like armor, environmental protection as armor would.
Okay. You could do that. Drag it into your inventory, and so.
It says that a standard tent has occupancy of 2 people. You can double the occupancy by doubling its price. So I'm gonna make a note that I'm making it big enough. Well, with for 4, because the droid
Okay.
doesn't take up much room, right?
Well,
The droid doesn't have to be in the tent at all.
Yeah, Axel could stay outside of the tent. Axel's fine wherever.
Well, actually, I'm gonna make it for 6 just in case we find the researcher, because we may find Talia and need extra room. So.
Okay, fair enough. Go ahead and subtract the credits for that. Is there anything else anyone needs? Make sure you purchase a battery for that as well.
Yeah, I have a battery. I'm gonna get another one. So I'm
Okay.
opening my calculator here so I can add up my.
I think I may have been role playing my rat person a little wrong. So I'm role playing as if he's about the same height as these guys, but I'm not. I'm a short little guy.
You're like 3 foot tall.
Yeah.
Just keep that in mind as you do things. But I haven't forgot, so don't worry. I assume when you go up to a bar, you kind of jump up, grab the stool, and then hoist yourself up to the top, kind of stand on the stool to top.
Yeah.
That's how I envision the rat. If you want to start like saying that, that's fine. But that's how I envision it. Okay, it's I'd say
I'm also getting some of the ready-to-eat meals. I'm looking here.
okay.
Kalia's a Lashuta, is that correct?
No, she is a Kathasa. Sorry, my words today. She is a Kathasa. A Lashunta has the antennae on their head. Is that all you're going to pick up? Is kind of like some food for when you're.
Yeah, I'm just looking through general gear here. I gotta find the battery.
Okay. While you're doing that, I'm going to say the shopping takes roughly about an hour for you guys to find what you need. When you find what you need, just drag it in or whatever. Um, it's probably now 6:30 in the evening. What would you like to do?
Should we take off in the morning or go ahead and head that way tonight?
How long will the shuttle take to get over there?
Um, Probably an hour.
Well, we could head out, make camp for the night, and then be there first thing in the morning. Be already out.
I'm good with whatever, Captain.
Yeah, we can do that. We've got a tent. I've got some food. We can all. I got 20 meals. So, one whole day. So, yeah, we can do that.
What about you, Scales? You awful quiet over there.
I'm good for whatever.
Okay, so you guys are gonna hail a quote unquote taxi and head out to.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and pack up our supplies and backpacks and stuff and head out that way.
Okay, so you can hail a shuttle from the kiosk. 5 minutes, shuttle arrives. You repeat the same process that you did. It's about 40 credits to get out to eternity, as it's not a direct path. The closer you get to eternity, it gets a little. The ride isn't rough, but the terrain gets a little more rough. I'll say that the entire trip takes you roughly an hour to get there. As you get to eternity, the ground, the ground itself, it's rocky ground. There's nothing but rocks, boulders, and everything else. There doesn't seem to be really anything out here. As the shuttle stops to let you out, you pretty much let out on a flat, rocky surface. You grab your stuff, you jump off the shuttle, and you are where you told the shuttle to take you, the ruins of eternity. All you see are rocks, boulders. There's not a whole lot here. Everyone give me a perception as you kind of start to look around here.
Oh,
Look at that. Okay. So you guys spread out. You start looking around, and Zobag, you notice uh, roughly 60, 70 yards from where you were let out, a part of the rock that doesn't seem to fit. It looks like it's actually been carved into a door. And as you get closer and look at it, you realize that this is a door built into the rock. It is your
okay.
standard sliding door. You see a keypad on the left hand side, but it was the same color as the rock, so it kind of blended in a little bit.
All right.
The rest of you don't really find anything but more rock and boulders.
Well, I said we find a place to set up this tent.
Zobak, do you tell the rest of the party what you found?
Yeah, I will spread the information to everyone.
Okay. About to say it's a little shady, man. You're gonna stay quiet and shit.
He was over there on his phone.
All right, so how far away is this that he points out to it?
It's about 60 meters from where you guys were let off. You guys have spread out a little bit, kind of searching the grounds for anything really, and he's within earshot of all of you.
All right, well, so we wander over and take a look at it.
It is pretty much like every sliding door that you. There is a keypad on the left-hand side to punch in a code and open the door. There is a port on the bottom where you could attempt to hack the keypad.
Let's take a look at that. Anybody have any objections to me trying to get into this keypad?
You sure
Go
you know
for
what
it.
you're doing?
Yeah, maybe Cyrex should do
I
it.
know what I'm doing. I got personal computer hacking kit to work.
All right, Gearbox.
Give me a
Do
computer's
I
check.
get a plus? Yeah, hang on. I'm looking at the hacking kit.
Can I assist her and give her advantage? Or is
If you
that a
want
thing?
to assist, so this is how there is no advantage or disadvantage. So what you would do is you would roll a computer's check, Cyric, and if you roll a 10 or above, you give her a +2 to whatever she rolls.
Oh, then yeah, I will assist her.
Okay, go ahead. Up to 2 people can assist. So,
I'll assist her too.
all right, go ahead, give me a computer's check. Okay, so you 18, 22, yeah, because you got a +4 from Zobak. 22, you hack into it, you easily find the doors override code, and
Okay, I'm gonna make sure and hit apply this time.
you do, and the door opens. What you see are a large set of stairs heading down.
Oh, this looks like it might be more promising than a tent. Let's check it out.
So you guys are going to head down.
Yeah,
What's
I'm
the
gonna.
light situation in here, though? Did lights come on?
It is dark. From what you see, it is dark.
I'm gonna put my flashlight out and have it in my lower left hand, so we can see where we're going.
Can we hear anything?
Give me a perception.
Don't we all have dark vision?
I have low light vision.
Ugh, I see. I don't even know there's a staircase.
You know there's a staircase because you see the top stairs, but you don't notice any sounds. Maybe you're computing something in your positronic brain there, but
Is the map supposed to have a little black dot drawn on it?
yes.
Okay.
Let me drag all of you onto the map. This is a map I threw together last week. Let's see here. Let me find combat tracker. What's the margin order?
think it was.
Well, I have the flashlight, so I guess I can go first.
And then I'll be behind her.
Okay, so Kalia will go first. Zobak next.
Me and Axel can just bring up the rear.
Then Asha, Cyric, and Axel. So let me kind of explain what you see as you travel down the stairs for you. They're stone stairs, just like the rest of the world you've seen. This whole place has been carved out. These stone stairs go down. It's dark. Some of you have dark vision. Those of you who don't, if you want to hold a flashlight, you can.
I'll hold a flashlight.
Okay. So they're stone walls. The staircase itself is probably 30 foot wide and travels down.
Hang on a second. I would like to walk up to Zobak and say, "Hey, yo, hang on. Let me fix this for you." I want to grab his flashlight and fix it to like his shoulder, to where he can have both of his hands free but still have the light. Or he can even attach it to the gun.
Bastard.
I might attach it to the gun.
Okay.
Okay.
Fair enough. It's easy enough to do. You probably actually have an attachment slot where you can just kind of slide it in, lock it in. All right. So these stairs, about 30 foot wide. This whole corridor is pretty large, and as you shine your light down, it goes down for several hundred feet. As you walk down the staircase, and you finally get to what you think to be the ground level, you see it was not complete stone, but they're patches of dirt, and it seems like the deeper you get within this world, it kind of shifts from rock to a very hard, dense soil, but still with pieces of rock in it. For the purposes of this map, guys, each square is 10 foot, not 5. But right, what you
was 10?
10, yes. So what you see is everything here has been excavated out of the ground. So the ground you're seeing from where you are at the bottom, it rises up about 60 foot to a rock ceiling, and then from there it seems like it's all rock. But the lines here are all lines of what was excavated. There is nothing past that. It's just dense rock.
So this seems to be like newer excavation?
Yes, you can tell this was recently excavated, and it's kind of trying to follow what would maybe be streets. You're not sure from where you currently are.
Okay, so we're still on the stairs headed downward?
Yeah, I'm going to say right there where Axel is where the stairs end and the kind of rocky soil ground begins.
Alright, well, let's say we move carefully forward and keep our eyes open.
Okay. Let me make sure okay, I locked your token. I think it's gonna treat it as 5 foot, so have your movement for them being 10 foot. But you guys should be able to move.
I'm gonna look around the corner.
Okay, what you see much of the same. Not anything different. This is all carved out of the ground, so you're not really seeing whole lot of it.
Do we hear anything yet or no?
Give me a perception check.
I'm gonna have my sonic rifle at the ready.
Okay.
I have a note on here, and I don't know if you did this, but I have a +1 to long arms from my weapon focus.
Yeah.
Did you apply that already?
You can go in and update.
I believe that I did. Let me double check.
Well, it's the same as my the rest of my stuff. That's why I was asking.
Now you have a +1. Did it change it?
It did. Yeah, I'm taking it off of my weapon focus now.
All right, there you go. As you, or rest of you guys staying, or we move? I assume you're following Asha and Kalia here. Kalia, you hear it's pretty quiet. From where you are, there's nothing moving around. You hear your footfalls on the rocky ground. If you are talking, if you were to speak loudly, it might echo a little bit, but it's pretty normal. There, you don't see anything that catches your attention at the moment. As you come around this corner, um, you can kind of see towards the end of it a seems to turn back towards the east, and it goes straight ahead for what you can see.
I am.
And you got here. I'm gonna spread you guys out a little bit. You guys are right on top of each other. It's hard for me to prove the moves. Okay, Kalia. Hold on. Let me open this up a little bit here. You see looks like a hallway. These hallways are around 25 foot wide, so you got plenty of room. It goes to the east, and you can see it dead ends into just straight. Correct. To the east is wall. So on this map, guys, north is up, east is right, west is left, and south is down.
Gotcha.
Is there anything besides just empty tunnel there to the east?
It's rocky ground and carved out wall. You do notice as you get to this particular area, the ceiling kind of opens up. You can't. Those of you with dark vision can tell that it turns into more of a cavernous region as opposed to like a cut out flat top. You can't see exactly where it stops, but it appears that it is kind of opened up as if you were on the surface of the planet instead of underground.
Oh, that's kind of a thing.
All right, Kalia. Let's see. I'm trying to open up this map without revealing too much. I don't know why I made this map like this. It's difficult. I only got myself to blame.
Yep.
Okay, it's the ground is much the same. There's There's not too much to change except your voice doesn't echo anymore because you're in this cavernous region. Not sure how far it goes or anything.
The walls here, though, they're still like carved out.
No, the walls here, instead of it being really, they are carved out, but they're carved out on a, it's more like a shoulder to head high level. Obviously, for the Yosoki, it's high, but you guys can't see over the top, but it is opened up from there. So it is carved out, but you can tell now as you're going, it's following what looks like a road, and it looks much less like it's being carved out as maybe something has fallen in, like there was like a cave in, and there's rubble, which really blocks your way more than anything else.
Okay, I'm gonna be keeping my eyes open for any signs of anything shifting and for any like remains from that the other previous cave in.
Give me a perception.
Natural 20.
Oh,
I see everything.
uh, you do see everything. Do you have dark vision? Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So you can tell now, especially where you're at, this place is opened up completely. What blocks you, what's given you your borders, is just rubble. It's like the city itself at one time was on the surface and it just fell down inside the planet. And then a lot of the rock and everything just crumbled over top of it. The excavation was moving this rock and rubble out of the what would be city streets and trying to open up as much of the city as possible. As you still haven't heard anything, but you do notice on the ground that there, since it is dusty, it does have a soil like structure to it. There are footprints.
Going which direction?
All over. You see footprints going south, some going back north.
Uh, well, since we're kind of inside, it would be blocked from the elements. So would it be possible to tell how old these are? Or
Um, give me a mm, give me a perception. Nah, actually, no, not a perception. Give me a physical science. How about that?
you said physical science?
To determine the actual, these have been here a while. Um, most of these have, although they're footprints, you can see that um, instead of it being a fresh footprint, which would leave nice deep tread indents from the boots or whatever they were wearing, the tread indent is kind of eroded away a little bit. So these seem to be not recent at all. You do see maybe one set that looks a little newer, but actual age, your guess is as good as anything else. But it does not seem to be fresh.
All right, and they're kind of all over the place, so there's not really one
Correct,
to
yes.
follow. So
No.
noted for later then. Oh, and this doesn't show distance at all because it doesn't show to have a grid on it.
Yeah, I'd have to copy this grid and may not come back out right. Okay, so as you round the corner, Zobot, you see to the southeast a gate. This gate stands about 40 foot tall. It is thick, and it is barring your path from going southeast. Ash,
Okay.
as you come around the corner, you notice the same thing.
Is it locked?
You can go up to it
It's
and
just
find out.
as far as I can tell, it's just closed. Okay.
Correct. You're
Is it like
still almost 30 foot away from it, so.
Is it like door, or is it like I can see through it gate? Like
No, it's kind of like you can see through, but it's real thick uh, metal gate. So it's got slats like an iron gate would, but they're really thick. May be a half an inch gap in between them. You can see through, but you'd have to get up real close to it to see.
okay, I'm gonna approach closer and see what I can tell about it.
It is a big, thick gate. You do see that there is a keypad um, on the left side of the gate, but there does not appear to be any ports. You can see through. You see where the ground. You can see the ground on the other side as you look through the little half-inch slat. With dark vision, you can see pretty much the same as you saw before. I'll say you can see about this much here. It kind of goes around the corner there, but you're not sure about anything else.
What's down the other side?
Kalia, you see this go bend back to the north. You notice here as you around this corner that it's turned a little more into something that would appear to be like cobblestone.
I'd like to take a better look at this keypad.
Okay, go take a look at the keypad.
And we still have another way to go back up east.
No, it was a dead end.
You said it had no ports to connect to?
Yeah, I had to move Axel away from me. Yeah, there are no ports where you could hook up your rig or a computer to it. It is a keypad.
I can't wirelessly hack it?
Can I try the same code that got us into the door?
You sure can. Um, Nothing happens.
Okay, can I try to wirelessly hack it?
Give me an engineering check, Austin. After looking at it, inspecting it for a good while, you come to the conclusion that you're not getting through this without a code.
Okie doke.
Zobak, this road kind of bends back around to the west, and there's a little area to the north there that you can barely see. You're not going to reveal like a whole lot, Zobak, because of your flashlight. Um, your flashlight distance is really only 20 foot. Um, I'll say 30 foot with your low light vision. So people with dark vision will be able to see better than you in the front. But what all of you really that's come around this corner now can see that there is a building to the north of you. It seems to be partially collapsed. You can see where the top of the building is kind of caved in a bit. The building is of stone, just like the rest of this entire world, but you can tell that this is, in fact, a building. There is a door in front, and instead of uh, a door that you're used to seeing, the keypad doors that slide open, this is a wooden door. We have not seen a wooden door in a very long time. Wooden doors are just not used.
So this should be part of the old city.
You would
Is that
assume so.
here to the north where that shadow looking thing?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, come take a look.
Yeah, as you approach, it is a wooden door. It reminds you a lot of what the wood that you saw back in the tavern. It seems to be a. Give me a life science check, please. It's a wood door. You don't really know what kind of wood, but it's a wood door.
Walls suck.
Uh, what are we doing? Are you doing anything with?
Lock?
You could try uh, to open it. If you do, it swings right open.
All right. Yeah, it's first building we've seen. So
Okay.
I think we should take precautions, though. We don't know what's in there.
You open up the door, and uh, instead of the cobblestone type ground, there's no wood in here. It's just the stone. It looks a lot like bedrock would look. It's very dusty, very dirty. You can see where it's been excavated out. It's very smooth, but you can see lines in in the ground where a machine was trying to take the rubble out of it. I'll open up more of this building to you.
can we tell like what type of building this may have been? Like residence or
Yes, as a matter of fact, you can. Hold on, I got that written down. Whoops.
unprepared DM?
No, I just didn't have it open. Come on. Let's see. Building 3. Give me a physical science check, please. No, you know what? Correction. A culture check. Excuse me.
I liked physical science better.
You can give me a physical science if you want, if you're trained in it. Okay, at 22. That'll work. This is what would be a pre-gap general shop. This would have sold tools, your basic food stores, things like that. Your general shop. Um, you wouldn't necessarily have any reference for that except things that you've read about pre-gap civilization and shops. But this is what it seems to be. You can see on the walls where there's the excavation team has put in pictures of like shovels, rakes, and like countertops, and kind of what it might have looked like in pre-gap. Very rustic, very simple, but it appears to be a shop.
Well, let's go look around for any items.
Okay. You and Axel got to stop moving around on top of each other.
Do what?
You and Axel got to stop moving right on top of each other.
You could probably take Axel off and just assume he's following unless
I mean, yeah, I could. Okay, let me open this up to what you guys see here. Zobak, is you look around the north side of the uh, the the rubble, what's caved in towards the middle, you catch movement just right around the corner.
All right.
Kalia, as you look towards the east, um, it's more of the excavated building. You see on the sides of walls where they couldn't quite excavate all of the stuff fallen in. But enough of this shop is opened up to kind of give you a view of what it might have looked like. What are we doing in here? Who said they were looking around for stuff? Cyrus, give me a perception, please.
Yeah, I'm kind of just looking around, wandering around everywhere as well.
All right, so everyone who's looking for stuff, give me a perception, please. Zobak, you see your feet, buddy.
Pretty much.
Cyrus, Asha, um, you guys staying there looking, or are you moving first?
I'm gonna stand here and look for now.
Okay, all right, fair enough. Kalia, you see just the shop. I mean, nothing's really catching your eye. Zobak, you're around the corner and you see the source of that movement. Asha, as you come up behind, you also see some movement, and I need all of you to roll me an initiative, please.
I'll roll twice.
All right, let me get my things set up here. And these are really fucking big. Oh, okay, because it's not really. And Zobak, what you see and to your north here is a strange looking like robot bug. It looks like a giant robot mosquito. Kalia, what you see in front of you is a what appears to be a zombie, but it's different because it doesn't have a corporeal shape. It's kind of fluid. You're not exactly sure what it is. Roll me a mysticism. You know that that would be a void zombie.
It's gender fluid.
Listen,
I know, I know. How dare we assume that zombie's gender?
okay, so we will say top it around, Kalia. You see a void zombie.
Captain?
Hold on. I'm looking at my stuff and I've got a kid on my shoulder with a bellyache.
Ah.
She was out of school 3 days from it, so she's still aching from something.
Ruh-roh.
I'm gonna cross bolt this thing.
Okay, go ahead. Roll for an attack. That will hit. And you fire your let's see who Cyric.
Huh?
You see Kalia pull this long arm, hold it with two of her hands, and fire this bolt that streaks across the room and goes right through the void zombie and slams, bounces, hits the rock, and kind of falls down to the ground. The form of the void zombie, like a black puff of smoke, comes out the back of it, and it kind of pulls back in on itself.
Like a fart in the wind.
Asha. Okay.
Move forward so I can get a better look around this corner and fire my dart rifle.
Okay. Are who you firing on?
Is that number 1 at the top?
Yes, and decide by one. Yes. Let's see. That's a hit.
Looks like it says hit.
Yeah, that's a hit. You pull out your acid dart rifle and it slings a dart at pretty good speed, and it finds a gap in between its mechanical arms, and it kind of embeds itself. Zobak, what are we doing, buddy?
I'm gonna shoot my laser gun. I don't know what it's called. Number 1.
Okay. That's a hit. Your laser rifle. And with that, you bring up your laser rifle, you aim down the sight, and you fire, and it smacks the bot in the head and takes it right off, and it crumbles.
Loosened it up.
Yep, and it is bot number 2. Bot number 2 is going to move over, see Zobak and Asha. It will fire at Zobak. And it will miss. It brings up one of its laser arms and fires, but as it was moving, it kind of fired off to the right side, and it strikes the rubble.
Is it too much to ask for some zombies with freaking laser beams attached to their heads? Me turn. Sarek is gonna move this way. I'm gonna take aim with my sonic rifle.
Okay.
If you'll approve the move.
Yep, go ahead.
And I'm going to attack, looks like Void Zombie number 1 is a fuck ton bigger than Void Zombie number 2.
Yeah, well, sorry.
Number 1.
That's a hit. You pull out your sonic rifle and you fire, and what you see from it are little circular waves that come out of the barrel, and wave after wave after wave go and hit this void zombie. You see its void form kind of shudder, break apart a little bit, and then form itself back up. Oh, void zombie number one. After getting hit by both of you, let's see, I'm going to roll high and shoot you. Oh, okay. Roll a 6, so it's going to fire on Siren. Well, it's not necessarily going to fire. It's going to move down here and attack Siren. And you see it come up and swing this clawed arm at you and miss. A little too big for him, or a little too small for him to hit. Void Zombie 2 is going to come around the corner and take a swing at Khalil. And that will hit. As it swings his clawed arm, it catches Kalia right in the shoulder and kind of throws her back just a little bit. Did some damage. It didn't seem to be a whole lot. Axel's turn. Axel may move or shoot from where he currently is.
Okay. I didn't know I could shoot.
But because you took the movement and shot, which means there is either a shot or movement. He will shoot. It's a hit.
Oh, cheated me.
So you see Axel ready its forelegs, kind of dig in and then fire this giant heavy laser, and it pierces right through the center of the void zombie. See this black smoke kind of go out, and as it's closing back up, you can see through it now. It's not being able to close up completely like it was before. Is that in Axel's turn?
Oh, sorry.
Kalia. This guy is moved up. He is in melee with you currently. You take your battle staff. You take your battle staff and you swing, and the non-corporeal form kinds to throw you off a little bit, and you smack the rope. Is that all you're doing?
Step up just a little bit and shoot at the other wing bot.
Go ahead. That's a hit. You raise your dart rifle and fire, and once again finds a spot to embed it. Zobak.
I'm gonna shoot the wing bot.
Okay, go ahead. That's a hit. You guys are rolling good on hits today. You bring up your laser rifle, you shoot at it, and you catch part of it as you see part of it break off. And looking like it's sparking a little bit. You look like it's not doing so great. Is that in your turn?
Oh yeah.
Okay, let's see. This bot is going to, not having any luck shooting, is going to come up to Zobot and try to bite him. And as he flies up and he bites down, you kind of shift to one side and completely. Cyric, what are we doing?
Do I take disadvantage for using my long rifle that close?
Um, there is no disadvantage per se, but yes, it is a -4.
Youch. Okay. What about with my pistol?
It is still a -4. You were in melee.
Okay, then I'm gonna fling the sonic rifle with its strap back behind me. I'm gonna rub my fist together, and I'm gonna smack the shit out of it with my pulse, or excuse me, with my where the fuck is it? Yeah, my pulse gauntlets.
Okay.
So I'll take a step forward towards it.
Roll an attack. That'll hit. You rear back and you slam your gauntlet into what you would think would be a body. It passes through without any issue, almost spinning you around because you don't feel like you made contact with anything, but you could see this black void just disperse and it's not pulling itself back together. It's looking really bad. Void Zombie is going to take a step back. You have an opportunity attack if you wish to take it.
Yep.
Go ahead and roll damage. And as it starts to come back, you instinctively just swipe at it, and its form just dissipates right in front.
Nice.
Zombie number 2 will. It is going to try to attack Kalia again. That will hit. It reaches and strikes you again with its clawed hand and catches more of you. Might have done some damage this time. Axel's turn.
Axel's just gonna move up closer to me.
Okay. Yes, there is no disadvantage. It'd be a -4 if you used it, and if you use a gun in melee range, they get an opportunity attack.
Who are you
Okay,
talking
hold on,
to?
I'm just.
She won't press the button.
It was a question. He makes me push the button for everything.
Yes.
Is that the same for my magic missiles?
No, your magic missiles just hit. That's the way magic missiles work.
Well, then I'm gonna magic missile.
Okay, roll damage. It's an automatic hit. You fire off these missiles that just go right through this uh, zombie and embed in the rock behind. But you see holes in its incorporeal form that aren't closing back. Asha.
I'm gonna attack with my energy ray. We'll make it.
That will hit. And with that, you shoot. Wait, your energy ray. Which one is that one?
It's the one that it's either acid, cold.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Fire.
That's right. So you punch in on your arm pad and just sling. Would you say you were?
Fire.
And a bolt of fire comes launching out and hits the bot, and it's immediately sets it on fire, and it falls to the ground. It is dead. Zobak.
Okay, I'm gonna move out a little so I can see the zombie.
Okay. All right. You can see the zombie around the corner.
And I'm gonna shoot him, but instead of using single fire, I'm gonna go full auto, so I get to roll twice. Well, it automatically does it.
Yeah, it's at a. It should roll the disadvantage automatically.
Fumble!
I hit one though.
Yeah, so you raise your rifle and you fire twice in quick succession, and one of them uh, veers off and slams into the wall. Your first one connects, so go ahead and roll me damage. Uh, Second one goes true. It smacks the void zombie, passes completely through, and you can see a rather large hole in the center of it. It's not looking good. Cyric.
I'm gonna sling my sonic rifle back around to my hands and shoot zombie number 2.
Okay, go ahead. That's a hit. With that, you fire off your sonic weapon. As before, these pulses of uh, sound and waves come streaking out of the rifle, and it just, as soon as it hits it, it just dissipates completely.
Yeah, keep the change, you filthy animal.
Okay, let me give you guys your experience.
Da 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 da.
Did it? Let's see. There you go. There's your experience.
You guys, it's pretty late. I say we rest here for the night.
Is there any other way in? Like over in the right hand side? No, doesn't look like it. Okay.
No, this is a completely enclosed building for where there's one point of entry, the wooden door. Everything else, mm, there's no other way into this building.
All right, then I would like to use my feature of barricade and barricade the door so we can all rest, and then have Axel stand about here facing the door, keeping an eye out for us.
Okay, it's not a problem. Easy enough to do. You guys gonna camp here for the evening? I'd say it's probably around midnight right now. Although you don't necessarily have a reference for that since you were technically underground, but if you were to guess. Yeah, okay. If you guys are going to pitch a tent and stay.
Yep.
I'm
Okay.
going to search the bodies.
Okay, I'll let you do that when you wake up in the morning. Uh, give me 1 sec. Give me like a couple minutes. Let's take a little quick break here.
This session of Fumble Table is brought to you by Sandwich in a Can. If you're hungry and you want a sandwich, why not try Sandwich in a Can? It's a sandwich in a can. Do 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 do. Well, there's dead silence. Want to make a commercial that says break brought to you by ill prepared DM.
I am returned,
Aha! We're back.
and you'll be sitting down here in just a minute.
He's getting kind.
Bum 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 ba 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 ba. I'm back.
From outer space. Just walked in to find you here with that sad look upon your face.
Really?
Just change that stupid lock. Shut up.
Oh, I will survive as long as I know how to love. I know I'll stay alive.
Look what you started.
I could do a different one. Baby shark. Do, 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 do.
Daddy shark, do 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 do. Daddy. The Angie is back. Is everyone here?
I believe.
Yep.
Okay. You've successfully barricaded the door. Um, not Zobot, goddammit. Axel watched the door. Nothing seemed to happen. Your 8 hours rest is over. About 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning. Zobot, you said you were going to search the bodies, correct?
Yes.
Give me a perception, please.
Uh,
You see two andesite bots laying on the ground. The void zombies are not in existence. They're nowhere. It seemed that when they were killed, their incorporeal form vanished. But the andesite bots are laying there on the ground.
Hey, Mousy, any parts here you might need?
Let me go take a look. Yeah, I'm gonna go take a look. I'm gonna roll a perception to take a look. Yeah.
Uh, you look at the andesite bots, and there there are some things that you could possibly salvage to um, for later, works. Give
Okay.
me engineer. Okay, I'm going to say you can salvage roughly maybe one light bulk worth of scrap.
Okay, so what do I need to do? Put that in my inventory?
Yes. That will help with IBP costs for building things and stuff like that.
Okay.
All right, that's all that was there. It's just parts off of the bots. There's nothing else in this building. So what are the rest of you doing this morning?
Well, I guess if we're all done in here, we make our way and finish the rest of this place.
Yeah, just kind of finished taking a look around. There wasn't anything else of use in here.
No, there's nothing of use. Okay, Sarek, you can just take down your little barricade here, put Axel on kind of standby mode.
All right.
You can open the door and proceed. This is what you see. Okay, as you guys start to come around the corner here, Zobak, as you move further south, you notice that at the edge of the ground over here, you see water right at the very edge of your sightline.
Okay.
Was that was south?
Correct. South, where Zobak is.
Do we want to check that out or keep going west?
Yeah, let's do it.
It's like water on the ground, or
As you come around the corner, what you can see now is it is what appears to be a lake. It's the first body of water you've seen since being on this planet, and it looks like it is an underground lake. It's all you can see for your entire perspective is just this water and rubble kind of sticking out of it, where it seemed to be a cave in.
Could I tell if there's anything in the water, like any creatures?
Give me a perception. And Asha, give me a life science, please. Zobak, you're not seeing any movement on the water. It looks pretty, just like a body of. Asha, if you were to venture a guess, this would be uh, the ruined city's water supply would be right here.
an old aquifer.
Correct. Yeah. So this would have been where they got all of their water and everything. Had the city been on the surface, there may have been a well in some place to collect water. But as it's all kind of like fallen in and everything, it's just a large open body of water. You're not sure how far it goes, but it's just water.
Captain, there seems to be no intelligent life anywhere. You see what I did there, Scales?
Then I say we go back the other way.
Yeah, there doesn't seem to be much. At least until we can get like across the water, maybe.
I mean, Scales, you're a lizard, right? Can't you swim?
I mean, can I swim, DM?
You can swim, yes.
I mean,
Would you like to swim out into the water?
I'm not sure if I want to. I don't know if there's anything in there.
You said these blocks are 10 feet across, or?
Yes, 10 feet.
Did you actually scan for life? Is that what the life science thing was?
No, her life science was to determine what this water would have been used.
Yeah, in that case, I can check for any like things swimming or.
You know, the captain usually tells the crew what to do here. Just saying.
I will say that you do not have any probe to do a scan. The only thing you're going to be able to do is perceive what you see.
Oh, we don't have a tricorder or anything like that? Fail.
You
What
can
about
add that
Axel,
to
robot?
you can add that to your list of things to build.
Okay, let me ask this then. The piles of rubble, do they appear pretty like solid, sturdy?
Do they appear what?
Do they appear pretty like solid, like you could like get on one of them, or?
Yes, yeah, they're rocks basically sticking up out of the ground. You don't know necessarily how big they are because you don't know the depth at that area, but they are out of the ground and they are very large.
All right. Just to kind of take a look around and see what I can find, I would like to use my jump jets and fly over and land on this first rock over here and see what I can take a look at from
I
over
guess
there.
if she's doing that, I'll swim over here to this rock.
Okay, fair enough. Asha, let's see here. This is pretty much what you see. It is large open body of water. More rocks are around.
Can I see any other like entrances into this area, or?
Give me a perception. Um,
Pretty water.
I mean, it's dark in here. You do have dark vision, but I mean, you don't perceive anything. I mean, it just looks like water to you.
See, this would be like a good spot to have like a water boss. Just giving ideas.
Zobak, roll me a perception if you were checking anything out. It's water.
Hey, what do you guys see over there?
Water!
Well, no shit, I can see that from here.
Zobak,
Okay, then you get over here.
Zobak, you can tell from where you are and swimming to this rock, probably around 30, 40 foot deep where you were.
Yeah.
Jet over to this one and see if I can tell anything.
I'm a rat, not a lizard. I ain't swimming nowhere.
I'm just gonna jump my way across these rocks.
Okay, so you guys see a lot of open water here and just rubble. Give me perceptions if you're looking for anything in particular.
I'm looking for any movement in the water, anything that would look like either something in the water or maybe like current, like where the water supply was coming in from, or
Okay.
entrances or exits to the room. And that's generally what I'm going to keep looking for around the room.
Okay.
I'll make a perception thing to see if I can see anything over here too.
Okay, go ahead.
Water.
Yeah, I mean, you see rock in front of you, and you're pretty intent on it. This particular rock, you happen to like. Asha, the only movement you see from the water is where Zobak had swam and the ripples that were caused. You don't see any other. They fan out from where he was. There's no other ripples like going towards you from the other direction.
Okay. Since he's going over to the right, I'm gonna look more over towards the left. Or, sorry, he's looking towards left. I'm gonna go over
Vice
towards
versa.
the right.
Okay.
And keep looking as I'm moving.
I guess I will too.
Okay. Um, you're not noticing, either one of you are noticing any disturbances in the water other than the disturbances you were making with your jump jets, kind of a little bit of pressure, on the surface of the water, kind of making little ripples. Doesn't seem to be any signs of life in the water from what you've seen. Um, you reach down, touch it, it's cold water. If you were to taste it, it's fresh water. There's doesn't seem to be anything wrong with it. It seems like your average aquifer. You do not see any currents of any kind.
Hey, Captain, they getting way out there. What do you want to do?
I'm just waiting for him to come back. I don't think there's anything out there. I think we should go back the other way and find a source for this gate.
Uh, Ash, as you get over here, you can start to see the sides of the rock where it looks more cavernous over here. As you get to the southern portion, it looks like just a really giant cave and just Zobak, you see the same thing. It's just an open body of water. If you're both have to guess everything you've seen, that the people who used to live here, this is what they used as their water supply for drinking, cooking, washing their clothes, and everything. Doesn't seem to be any life here, and you wouldn't expect any life to be here because it was sealed up for so long.
I'm gonna hop my way back up, take a look at the north side, other than where we came in, see if there's any other entrances off into the where the city was.
I wanna check the west side too.
Yeah, it does kind of seem like an awfully big space, an awful big part of the map for nothing to be in there.
It's just aquifer. It's just a big, large body.
Does is there anything else to the left of Zobak there?
No, that's the end of the map right here. It's just kind of where it ends.
Well, meh.
Okay, well then, could I dive under the water and see if there's anything under the water?
Sure, go ahead. Dive down.
I guess I'll dive down right there.
Okay, so you dive down and you start swimming straight down. You're swimming, 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 you're swimming. You swim down for a good 50, 60 seconds until you, boom, hit the bottom. It's, if you were to venture a guess, probably 200 feet down. It is pitch black down here, but it is
Okay.
just bedrock.
Okay, then I guess I'm just gonna look around a little.
Give me a perception.
Oh, I bounced off the 20.
You're not seeing much. It's pretty dark down here. It was dark. Yeah, it was dark to begin with. You didn't really see a whole lot. Your flashlight's kind of acting up down there because of the depth. So yeah, you go ahead and swim back up to the top.
No, so just one back over here.
Yep. Okay, Sarek, Kalia, you see your compatriots come back from their excursion in the water. It looks like they had a nice swim. You know, got a little cleaned off.
One of us had a nice swim.
Did you guys
Love water.
did you guys have fun out there? I mean, was all that time worth it? What'd you find? What'd you see?
Doesn't seem to be a whole lot of anything. A lot of rocks caved in. Looks like a water supply. Doesn't seem to be anything else out there.
Huh? I'm gonna take a piss in it. Watch this. I'm not.
Okay.
We got a rat from Jersey.
Zobuk looks, his scales look a little cleaner.
You certainly smell better, that's for sure. You should probably do that a little more often. I'm just saying.
I'll throw you in that water.
You gotta catch me first there, Scales.
Okay.
I'm gonna shake my head and roll my eyes and start walking back up.
Alright.
Once I do that, I'm gonna pick up Rat Boy and throw him in the water.
You're going to make an attempt to throw the rat in the water. Okay, give me.
Hey, let go of me, you piece of.
I need you to give me a strength check.
Versus what? Dex?
No, you will give me a reflex save. You go to pick up Cyrek and you grab onto his arm. He slips right out of.
Knock it off, Scales! I'm not going in the water!
Maybe you should have dried off before trying to grab somebody.
Yeah, okay.
You almost had him too. I was like, so close.
Okay, come on, quit messing around. We gotta
Okay,
finish looking around.
I'm gonna make this a little easier too. I'm gonna walk over and mount Axel.
Okay.
So as you said, that we both get attacks, and it's only one movement.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to move Axel's thing off the map there. And it'll just be you. So that I don't have to worry about two fucking pieces on here.
Then grab him and delete the token.
Well, I'm going to leave the token in case you decide to get off of him at some point.
Ah, okay.
Okay, let me, you guys are getting a little ahead here. Let me open this up. As you guys come around the corner, the road seems to be, you can see it's more of a road now. You can tell where it used to be a road. The excavation that they were doing over here seems pretty good. You can tell where the road was and kind of where it went throughout the little town here. They call it a city, but you can tell that this is a very small town and village.
Any other signs of like shops or buildings or just the carved out walls?
As of well, currently looking, you can't really make too much of anything out at your present point. It keeps going to the northwest. All right, you guys are on top of each other, making this difficult. All right, let's see here. All right. Hold on now. Hold on. Jesus. As you come around this corner, you notice another. You see another building straight to the north, and a familiar wooden door.
Oh, let's check it out.
Zobak, you were in front of it. Are you going to open it?
I'll open it very slowly.
Very slow. Okay. It gives you no problem. It's not locked. You can turn the handle and you push it open. It swings open, and you see building one. Give me a
No.
culture check. You're not sure what this is. It's a building that to you don't have any point of reference as to what it might have been.
As we come, can we see any of like what would have been the outside of the building, or just the?
I, not really. There's rubble just built up around it. You can kind of see like maybe the shape, sort of, but it's difficult. You wouldn't be able to tell from the outside what it was. Who else? Kalia, give me a culture check, please. Okay, as you get a little closer, you peer inside. From what you can see, uh, this large expanse of an area, you might get the idea that it could have been a warehouse at some point.
Okay, I'll relay that, but do we hear anything on the inside, any movement?
Give me a perception, please.
Oh shit! I rolled twice. Take the second one.
Yeah, I bet.
Oh, it only showed it once. Oh, she changed dice colors. I just thought mine went twice. That was really just both of our rolls.
Well, unfortunately, there's no criticals on skill checks, but it was a 23. You hear nothing. It is dead quiet. From what you can see, and let me open this up just a little bit more here. Um, it's just an open area. It's been carved out just like the previous building was by some sort of machinery, um, but it's just a wide open space, and it looks like you can see this portion of the wall over here on the west, Zobak, a little bit. It's a little more preserved than the previous building. Looks like it may have been a little easier to. Probably wasn't a whole lot of things in this to clog up the space. Kalia, as you move in, you can see the rest. You can start to tell that this is looking pretty cut out as a rectangular building. And you're pretty sure this is a warehouse.
Is there anything inside?
Yeah.
Give me a perception.
And I'll be right back.
Mhm. Wow.
But wouldn't we see boxes with our flashlights, perception or not?
Fortunately for you, what you see in the northwest corner. Oh, thank you, Cyril, for absolutely saving.
Yeah, I heard it out when I was trying to leave. What do I see?
Cyril, you see bones over in the northwest corner of the building.
Hey, over here, there's like a pile of bones over here.
Let's go check it out.
I'm gonna point it out to him, and now I'm going to the bathroom.
Okay. All right, Asha, as you approach the bones, the bone, give me a life science. See if you can determine what it was. Oh yeah, right away you can see that it's the bones of a uh, appears to be a female humanoid. Um, could be elvish or human. You're not quite sure.
I'm going to search and look for any identifying clothing items. A locket.
Okay, give me a perception, please.
I will do the same.
Okay. All right, so you're both looking over these bones, and you move the tattered clothing that's kind of worn and whatnot. In this area, you can see that there are several rocks that have kind of collapsed right here in this area, and part of the legs are actually trapped under the rubble. Um, but you see, after moving some articles of clothing, there is a necklace that is around the skeletal neck of this person, and it is a blue um, rock with a painted yellow eye.
I will pick that up then and store it for the sister.
Could we
Okay.
tell if this is like an elf?
You can tell that it is a humanoid, but without like really getting into like looking at the anatomy real close, spending some time with the body. Um, you wouldn't actually be able to tell. Finding the necklace, knowing that, well, I assume Asha told you about the necklace before.
Are there anything that looks like other personal belongings, like a bag or anything that would be salvageable?
No, all you found on her was that necklace, which was under the clothing. It was still on her torso, but it's just that and her clothing. And Zobak, you're probably going to guess that this was a half elf,
Okay.
knowing that you were sent. If you found that particular necklace, it was the other half elf sister. So you're pretty certain it's half elf. Okay, you've stored it. There's nothing else in this building. It's pretty clean. All right, Zobak's going to move back towards the door.
Okay, I'm back.
Your wife will fill you in.
Seems like it was kind of easy to find her. I wonder why they never bothered to recover the body.
Maybe there's a reason for that.
Perhaps. You don't know?
But you said it did definitely look like the rocks caved in, like the story the
Yes.
sister gave.
Yeah, her legs, like from the knees down, are trapped under two large boulders.
I wonder what's so special about this necklace, though, besides a family heirloom.
I don't know if there is anything else special about it.
If this were D&D, I'd say we could try to identify it, but I don't know in Starfinder.
Well, I would like to at least examine it, see if there's anything else that looks special or.
Okay, are you just giving an overall check, or are you trying to check for like any magical resistances?
Probably with it being a necklace, I would be looking for both anything like inscribed or written on the necklace, and then for also any like magical.
Okay, give me a mysticism check, please. This does come back to you as some sort of magical aura from this necklace. You're not sure what, but it does seem to have some sort of magical property.
All right, I will keep that in mind for future examination or maybe having it checked out.
Okay, that'll work.
And make a note that I do not want to put it on unless I figure out what it is, so it's going to go in my pocket.
Okay. All right. Are we leaving? What are we doing?
Yeah, I guess we'll head back out.
Okay. You guys start moving along here. Okay, here I'm gonna not approve moves here for a second so I can open this up. All right. You you see the road kind of uh, move up towards the northwest, and from where you are, Kali, you can see it kind of goes a little more to the west. And why so timid?
I'm just trying to stay out of the way of you moving people.
Kali, as you come around, you see that the road dead ends at the north and then turns back to the south.
Looks like we're going back south.
As Zobuk, as you come around the corner, you see another familiar.
They believe in these wooden doors. Sorry, I'm trying to let everybody else roleplay this campaign or this session.
Well, right now we're just wandering through a hallway.
Yeah,
Sure.
that's all right. So you've approached the door. What do we do?
Guess we open the door.
Yep.
Okay, you swing open the door, and what you see is a building. Give me a culture check, please. Yeah, you guys aren't sure what this building could have been. As Sarek comes up,
Hey, I think I recognize this thing.
Sarek sees in the right towards the middle, right around what might have been an old furnace heating source, what might have been an old chimney, pieces of wood lying around. He's kind of guessed that was probably a family home of some sort.
Yeah, what the voice in the sky said. That's what I see.
Okay, what are we doing? We're looking around.
Yeah, looking around.
Give me perception checks. Anybody who's looking. Oh, Jesus.
Ugh, come on.
Okay, let's see here. Who rolled? Asha. Asha, as you come around to the southern side of this house, over in this corner, I'm gonna move your token there. You get you just happen to look down and see an oval like shape. The only reason it catches your eye is because you recently saw another shape just like that. It's a small rock with the same symbol as the one that Kalia found in the room.
Okay, I'm gonna pick it up and show it to everybody and kind of look for any. Is there anything else in this corner or?
There's nothing else in that corner. I will say that Cyrus, as you came in the building, you immediately to your right, um, you see etched right there in that corner uh, two sets of numbers. Numbers 2261 and 2261.
So that's the same number twice.
Yes. Right on top of each other.
Okay, I'm gonna relay that information. Hey, yo, there's a set of numbers over here. They're like repeating numbers. 2261 twice. That might mean something. We want to write that down.
Does my computer have a camera on it?
Sure. Yeah.
I would like to take a picture of the carvings just to store.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Are you talking about what's etched into the wall or what you picked up?
Both.
Okay. Fair enough. Easy enough to do.
You said in the middle this looked like a fireplace?
Yeah. What would have been what a house during that time would have used as a source of heat and cooking? So, like a large fireplace, it would be open on both sides, a chimney going up, where they just throw their fire, but large enough to where you could hang a pot from it to, for stews or whatever.
Does it appear that it's been used any more recently?
No, it does not appear to be disturbed other than it was excavated. There's even wood in there to kind of simulate um, how they would have stacked the wood up before.
So is all this supposed to be displayed for people to come and see?
Are you asking me personally?
Yeah, because you had the one room set up like it would have been a shop, like they were putting on display, and then this room has a fireplace there, and then they said that people come here to look at this stuff. So I'm wondering where are all the lights?
Um, you don't know for sure, but if you were to guess, then perhaps that would have been what they would have done. Like this was a museum type place. Why there's no lights, you have no idea.
So we head back to that room with the gate on it and use those numbers.
We should try those numbers on the gate.
Yeah, because I don't see anywhere else that we've missed, so.
Okay.
But it does make you wonder where all the lights are.
Maybe they got run off before they put in lights.
Okay, if you guys I'll just drag your guys' tokens over here so that I don't have to approve all these fucking moves back. I assume you're all going to the gate.
Yep.
Big Zobek has a move you need to decline, though.
I don't think there is a decline, which sucks.
Okay, you've approached the gate. It's just like before. It's nothing different. Keypad did.
Well, I'm going to go up to the keypad and punch in 2261.
You punch in 2261. Nothing happens.
I'm going to punch in twice. 2261, 2261.
With that, you hear a click, and the right side of the gate seems to have, where a locking mechanism would have jutted right back in, and it kind of swings freely.
I'm gonna push open the door though.
Okay. You push open the door. It opens easy. Uh, the gate, and you get a better view. These moves in here. You don't really see that to the sound. Now you do. Let's see here. This is kind of what you see. You see a little bit of. You got a way going to the northeast, and you have a way going to.
Can we hear, or are there like any like lights at the end of any of this to maybe tell us which way we might want to go?
There are no lights. Give me a perception if you're trying to determine any sound. It's a good perception. Um,
My perception rolls suck.
yes, they do. Kalia, you do hear something coming from the northeast. You're not sure. Maybe you heard uh, something move. Something grabbed your attention, but you're not entirely sure what.
Hey, I think I heard something coming from the north. We can go check that out and see what it was.
Good enough for me. I have to check both anyways, so.
Okay, let's go. Everyone be ready, though.
You got it, Captain.
Okay, let me open this up a little bit here. Kalia, as you round the corner, you see an open door. Um, at whatever this building is.
There's an open door up here, you guys. Just be ready.
As you guys approach this building, you do indeed hear something, and everyone needs to roll me in it. And as you move in, you see what it was that you heard. Two humanoid figures stand. Let me see if I can get a picture of this for you guys real quick. I thought I had a picture of this real quick. Let's see here. I'm going to throw this in Discord for you real quick. What you see are two lizard-looking people with red skin, as just like the image you see, uh, brown robes. Um, you not give me. Someone give me, whoever wants to, a life science. Uh, Asha, you can tell this is a Keshti. They are a nomadic uh, tribe of people. They usually stay away from civilization and other people. As soon as they see you, they get into a defensive posture. And we will start
Can we
this.
tell what they were doing when we walked?
When you walked in, you saw them standing there, and they immediately turned to you and moved to a defensive posture. That's all you currently know. Sobak, top of the round.
Guess I'm gonna shoot number 2.
Okay. That is a miss. You bring up your rifle, you fire. He kind of moves at the same time towards the right, and you miss him. Kalia.
I don't know. I feel like maybe we should go a diplomatic route here. They might have some information for us.
I mean, I already shot at him, so.
Yeah, but I can be like, whoa, 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 stand down, stand down.
I mean, it's worth a
Do
try.
they speak English? What language do they speak?
You don't know. Asha, you do know that they would know common. Kalia has no idea.
But I know Asha knows what they are.
No, Asha knows that they're Keshti, but she didn't say anything to you.
I'm gonna say real quick to everybody. Anybody know what language they speak? Or what they are?
Well, I know they're an Akeshti, some type of they're a nomadic people, but I mean they might speak common, but I don't really know what they might speak.
Okay, here we go. Hey, hey, hold your fire, hold your fire. We're not here to hurt you. We're not here, we're just looking for somebody.
Now, who are you speaking to directly?
To both of them. They're both armed.
Okay. They look at you. The one to the north glances at the one to the south, looks back at you. Doesn't seem to respond. Takes a step forward.
Totally did a
Looks
lizard
at you.
voice.
This one's trying to communicate.
Wow. He takes a small step forward. There will be no talking.
So now can I shoot at them?
You tried your diplomatic approach. That will be your turn. Zarek.
So I rolled an initiative for Axel, but since I'm riding Axel, you could probably delete that.
Axel's gonna go when you go, so.
Exactly. So since I'm riding him, we will move to here.
I have both of you on top of each other here, so.
Yeah, that's because I'm riding him. Okay.
No, you were on top of Asha, so
Okay.
I couldn't grab your tongue.
And we're both gonna fire here. I'm gonna use my sonic rifle against. I think that's number 1 there. Yep.